Hello, everybody. What's been going on this weekend? Are you feeling the anticipation? Are you feeling like a shuffle in the energies? Are you feeling like there's something that you should be doing or a change that you should be making? These are all pretty common right now, along with ascension symptoms physically you may be feeling. I wanted to go into a little bit of detail. It's taken me the whole weekend to process what happened Friday night with me. Finally, I sat down finally and it hit me all at once. I was so depleted. I was having headaches right back here in the back of my head. And I notice during those times I get very still. And sometimes I notice I'm not even really breathing fully. This is shifting into a new energy. We keep saying there's new energies coming in. That's because it's happening constantly right now. With the change that's been going on, it's happening constantly. What came through after I spent a day or so letting this sink in, letting it soak in, is that we have to remember to look at the things that come up in our path from that higher frequency perspective. We have to be careful that our action is not a reaction to somebody else, because then we could be reacting in that lower frequency energy. Now, when you're living with people that are of a lower frequency, you do have that interaction there. And I think that our objective in that circumstance is to keep holding our frequency up, even when we interact. That way, it encourages the other parties to bring their frequency up to meet you. And if that's not going to happen, then perhaps it's time to walk away, to cut those ties, to proceed down a different avenue. Everywhere you look, there's going to be change, and change can be very unsettling. It makes us want to become complacent and stay where we were at. That's not going to fly anymore. You've got to remember that change is the bringing in of the new now. If you see something being destroyed or torn down, that's making room for the new. And you really have to be in touch with your higher aspects and with your heart, your I am presence, to find the peace about those things. It's come to my attention that this super moon is coming up. It's a full super moon, pink moon, which means all the flowers are blooming. And it's coming up on the 26th and the 27th for some. That is a very synchronistic time for me. The 27th was my big brother's birthday, and it was also the day that my mother transitioned. And where I would have looked at it before with dread, knowing that the depression was going to seep in and take hold and just paralyze me. Now I look at it with expectation and excitement because I understand what those transitional dates are about. It's not about losing somebody. They're not lost. They're still out there. And as I say that, the sun comes shining through the tree. I was in my higher aspect when I recorded it, and I'm pretty self-conscious about that still. However, all weekend long, of all of them to come out, Archangel Michael came out and he said, look, you need to share this and this. While we understand that you are the one that is bringing this forth and that some of it is personal to you, you need to share this, this, and this. So be looking for that. What I really want to know, because I want to do everything at once, if you could go down in the comments and let me know what you have interest or what you desire clarity in. I'm also being led to just come on and take some questions and bring down information. So if you have questions, then I would, and I'm not going to tell you to limit it to a certain group or energy. because the whole point is we're connected to the all. If we're meant to have it, we can access it if it's appropriate. So go down. These are the topics that I am a little torn between what to start on. The dimensional makeup and what happens in those dimensions with our other aspects. The Elohim, what each of the seven rays represents, and actually the eighth ray is very interesting. The Indian Yuga cycle, Hindis, which is what's happening right now, in my opinion. Some questions, or if there's another subject, like I said, put it down there, and I'm going to explore doing this. It's an information download, is what it is, because it's not channeling. If you call it that, I won't be offended. That just is not what I do. As a person that spent most of this lifetime as a victim, I have this principle of not giving my power away to anything or anybody, because such a huge part of my healing was to reclaim that power. Quick thing, I told you there was change coming at the landing. And you see, you got Mr. Chewy over there. He's watching to see what's going on in the creek. But this little creek, this little canal, I love people's faces when they ride by and they see this. A very good friend and brother brought the sailboat up from the marina. And that's been a conundrum. I was trying to figure out how I could get on the kayak from there. I think I've worked it out, but I'm not going out today. There's a storm coming. And the storm's going to wash down the pollen. It's going to water the plants. And it's going to make me be still for a while and rest my back and maybe get some projects done. So be looking for the video with the information that I promised, and just have an absolutely blessed and peaceful day. And I will look forward to seeing you on the next video. Chew. He's camera shy. Can't beat him.